Hello, amazing and beautiful people. I greet you guys good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're hearing the sound of my voice from. Okay. I'm always so delighted to be in your ambience. Okay. So still on the Ebo Ibiri rites ritual, I've heard that has been announced for December for Tadenikawo. I'm sure a lot of you have followed the story so far. Okay, but let me just do a quick recap on it. The Ebo Ebiri rite ritual, to the best of my understanding, is that ritual that is done for the first son of Kabi of Anuni when he turns 50. And yours sincerely has done a story on this, I think once or twice now. But this is just a recap for those of you who may not have followed from the beginning. So this rite that is proposed for December is exclusively to be done for Tadenikawo. And the tradition is, if the child is still a toddler, like Tadenikawo is now, it is the footprint that is usually registered through measurement and stuff like that, and preserved in the palace and presented to the ancestors as the story went. Okay, and right now, you guys have been aware that there has been dissenting voice from one quarter, and that is from Olori Ashley. You guys are aware that she has been questioning the superiority and the seniority status of Tadenikawo. Don't forget the drama that happened with the double crown prince stuff. That almost erupted like a volcano in the palace, creating all manners of disaffection, amongst the families of Queen Naomi, the families of Toby, because they've got sons before her, and eventually it was the Gese family that helps to quench that disaffection and that problem at that time, okay? So now, because of this bag of 14 that has been going on with Olori Ashley, okay? So Ooni of Ife is said to have descended heavily on Olori Ashley and her family members, warning this should be the last time this sort of matter ever comes up for any sort of conversation, that he doesn't want to hear it. Okay, so it is alleged that Ooni of Ife himself, he hardly talks, so when you hear him talk, it means this must really be very important. So we are told that he has descended heavily on Olori, Ashley, and her family. Ooni of Ife, who is in his usual quiet demeanor, had refused to intervene initially, had to speak up when Olori Ashley family arrived the palace, saying to them, "It is my exclusive decision to do what my fathers have directed me to do." Exactly. You recall that following the back and forth thing that Olori Ashley has been doing concerning this idea of questioning the seniority of Tadenikawo and otherwise, the family was summoned. Okay, and I'm sure Ooni of Ife is making this declaration right before them having arrived at the palace, and I think this is really a good one because enough of this nonsense already. I do not take directions from wives, and moreover, you cannot know the tradition of my fathers, more than me or even the elders. This is what it is alleged that Kabiesi was telling Olori Ashley's family members. And he went on to say, "Why do you want to involve a child that was just born in an unnecessary future animosity? Why?" Okay, so Kabiesi is further asking the family members of Olori Ashley, don't forget that her son has not even been welcomed to the palace. As per the tradition of the palace, I think it takes some time. I don't know how many weeks, if it is 3 weeks, 3 months, I don't know. Because, like I always say, I'm not related to any of these people. I don't live in Ilefe, I don't live in the palace. So, what you hear me say here in this channel is actually, trying to reenact stories that have been told in the social media. And that is exactly what I'm doing right now. Okay, so Ooni of Ife is telling them, why do you want to involve a child that, I mean, is just has not even visited the palace yet, has not been officially welcomed to the palace yet? Why do you want to create a war in ahead for him? I mean, why would you want to do that as a mother? So he went on to say, enough of this double prince fantasy everywhere. Of course, you heard me well. It's more like a fantasy, really, if you want to look at it very well. It's just within the realm of fantasy and nothing more. There's no place for that in my kingdom, and this is alien to us. Oni was said to have told Olori Ashley's family to take to take his message back to their family, who should in turn call their daughter to order. Man, I'm loving this really. Recall this self-created supremacy or seniority claim started during the naming ceremony of Olori Ashley's prince that she dubbed, double crown, and she has refused to depart from this destructive trajectory till date. Recall her remark got widespread condemnation then and still to today. Recall she suffered so much backlash for this, yet she has remained recalcitrant and unrepentant, and I don't know why. So why her resolve to continue in this fruitless journey to nowhere? Because this is so fruitless, because I can tell you, I can bet with anything, knowing the from the little I know about the customer tradition of Ilefe people, from the little I know about the personality, the person of our dear Kabiesi, this is a journey to nowhere. It is dead on arrival. So why is she bent on, continuing this trajectory? I mean, is there something she knows that we don't know? I really want to know at this time. So is this her own way of trying to fight Queen Naomi for demanding for her divorce before coming back to the palace? Yes. Some time ago, Queen Naomi had put this condition as one of the, condition precedent before she returns back to the palace. Because you guys know the history between both of them. Okay? And I don't want to go into that now because of time. Well, this is very unfortunate coming from Olori Ashley. Maybe we should put the Olori Ashley and the Queen Naomi thing into proper perspective. Okay, let me just be brief here. She has always been in the fringes, even while Queen Naomi was in the palace. And according to the story, for those of you who are very familiar with palace stories, Olori Ashley was one of the key reasons, part of the key reasons, you know, why Queen Naomi had to leave the palace at some stage. I mean, and we further gathered that while she was there, she liked Kabiyesi, but because of the presence of Queen Naomi, she dare not even consider anything like marriage because of the imposing, intimidating aura of Queen Naomi, because she cannot do co-wife with her. So while Queen Naomi was, right there, they're not born anybody, including her. I did tell you, because I can even recall there was one interview that she granted some years ago. I wish I can find it, that I can post it here. That time there was a rumor that KBC was trying to get some more women. Then Queen Naomi was fully in palace. I saw somewhere where Queen Olori actually was interviewed, and she was even saying that people should disregard such rumor, that there's only one Olori, which is our dear Olori, Queen Naomi. I saw that and I read it and I was like, looking back now, was this the same woman that was saying this at that time? So when she was making this statement at that time, one eye or the two eyes, they kurokuro on Kabiyesi. And I think she probably waited for when Ooni of Ife started bringing in wife one, wife two, wife three, up to wife five, and she now got confidence to say, okay, let me now come in, and that is why she's the last of them all. She was not having the guts at that time when Queen Naomi was in full regalia, fully in the palace. They even want to contemplate marriage because if you do co-wife with Queen Naomi now, even now with waiting they go on now, she can't look into Queen Naomi's eye. You need to sit down, man. Who be you? Who be you? So this is what we are hearing at this time. And I'm just irritated by all of this, because why are you going to question the right, footprint taking right ritual? This is meant for only the first son. Your son is not the first son, is not the second son. So so it's just he's the third son. So why not leave with Kabiyesi and the elders of Ile-Ife to go ahead with these rites and do what their fathers and their custom want them to do. Okay, so this is what we are allegedly hearing at this time, and I thought it wise to bring it to your doorstep. So, what do you think about this story? Do you think what Olori Ashley is doing has maybe she has a plan, or you think, what do you really think about it? Because it's funny to me. I don't understand. Please leave your comment in the comment section, okay? And I'm going to see you soon. God bless you. Bye bye.